Hello everyone and welcome to theScore eSports' post-TI5 wrap-up show. My name is Matt Demers and with me are three of our Dota experts from theScore's newsroom. I'm here with Dennis Gonzalez, Connor Dunn, Annabelle Fisher. We are here to break down possibly one of the best tournaments of this year.
1, 2, 3.
Let's get TI5 underway. The first game here on the main stage.
Defending champions defeated in the first stage of the elimination matches.
It's a complete turn of the event. This is over. They have absolutely been crushed. Sacred College, VP have eliminated the fan favorites of this tournament. AG are your TI5 champions.
Something that we're looking at, obviously we're looking at players, but obviously heroes are a big part of this game. So what was a hero, I guess Connor, we'll start with you. What was a hero that stood out for you as kind of like a hero of the tournament that kind of emerged? Because I know we saw a very common pool of heroes come out in the months kind of leading up to this. A great part of Dota is that patches are not very frequent, so we do have a time to see like a very stagnant pool of heroes, I guess. But everyone says TI has its own meta.
Yep. And that's exactly what I want to talk about.
Yes.
Yeah. The TI meta came into full effect. I was completely blown away by all these Ember Spirits being picked up in the group stage.
You seem disgusted. You're like, all these Ember Spirits.
I mean, I've had some pretty horrible experiences against Ember Spirit in my pubs, but yeah, like our last major event was ESL 1 in Frankfurt, and there were I don't think there were any.
There were minimal Ember Spirits.
I don't remember.
Okay,
honestly.
so I'm pretty like the first game we see all these Ember Spirit picks, and all these pros have already developed. Yeah, this is the hero that we're going to use now. And you see players like Maybe, who's rocking it mid. You got Aggressive, who's taking in the safe lane. It's such a versatile hero. And the thing I really want to stress about this hero is he is probably the best hero in the super late game. Once his physical damage output is insane, once he gets that rapier, the battle fury, the cleaving, the crits, and he can do all this without ever committing to a fight with the sleight of the fist. So with current heroes like Phantom Lancer being very popular, all those illusions create more times for the Sleight of Fist to proc and cleave on more things. And I think he's a really popular hero specifically because the meta right now is, yes, team fights, but also, as S4 said in an interview, wave clearing. Wave clearing is a great way of delaying the games, getting to that 80-minute mark where Ember can finally farm up his rapier. And like we saw, a lot of first pick Linas, whether Lina was in mid or support, Lina and Tusk are amazing at clearing the wave, delaying it, and letting your Ember Spirit get to that precious 80-minute mark.
Something that we saw, it kind of goes against that a little bit, but it is a very strong team fight hero. Annabelle, I know you were talking about Visage, and we saw a lot of Visage kind of in the last, I'll say like the last quarter of the tournament. It's like, I think the first picks were with eHome when they were playing one of their series, but it just really became like almost won a series, we'd see at least one Visage. Did you want to talk a little bit about why that that hero did so well?
Yeah, it was actually Virtus Pro that picked it first against Secret. And
you're right, you're totally right.
Yeah, obviously no one expected Virtus Pro to eliminate Secret, but they busted out this Visage and then Visage Drow strat that just wrecked their towers. I mean, obviously they patched out the birds getting the precision aura all the time, the familiars.
You have to activate them, yes. Or you have to activate the aura.
You have to activate the aura to get that bonus, but the familiars do tons of damage already on their own, and Drow giving the rest of her team the precision aura is pretty good if you can keep her alive.
Something I was seeing was just like the chain stuns were really big this tournament, and the soul assumptions. Soul assumptions were just doing so much damage. I think a lot of the supports have kind of like shifted to very squishy ones. So soul assumption was just like it was picking people off essentially as they were leaving the fight.
It seems to me that a lot of these support players probably had a Visage in their back pocket and are really good at dropping the familiars on people and getting those stuns, as you say. And that's something that teams held on to for a really long time and brought out towards the end of the tournament, and it was really effective.
Dennis, I remember you talking to me a lot. I guess I wouldn't say an offbeat kind of support pick, but a support pick that kind of just like transcends the traditional role as bounty hunter. We saw a lot of bounty hunter in this tournament. I was wondering if you could just kind of like walk me through why he did so well.
It's that track gold.
The track gold. It's all about the track gold, all about the money.
This meta is all about team fighting and getting pickoffs, and bounty just increases the value of every single kill.
Comeback potential too. Like we just saw a lot of teams that they pick bounty and they'd have a really rough early game and just like 3 or 4 track kills and they'd be just back into it.
Exactly. And even in the early game, like his level 7 with maxing Shuriken, which is usually the build that you want to go through.
Get the bounces.
If you get the bounces, it does a massive amount of damage. There was one team fight in particular I forget which game it was, but I think someone used an ultimate on 3 people, but the bounty hunter got a track on 2 other people and used a shuriken, and it actually did more damage. It's ridiculous.
Perfect. That's what you want from a support.
Something that we're noticing is that teams are now not walking their couriers out for the bounty to snipe it. And,
Yes.
and you think like, okay, well that was like a kind of like a pocket strategy that all bounties would rely on. But you don't even need to because, like you said, the track hold is insane.